You are watching Reddit. Wow. Please to help me out, like, subscribe and turn on notifications. Entitled parent accused me for breaking the law and tries to steal my phone. Disclaimer, I'm not that good of an English speaker, so please email excuse any misspellings. So a bit of backstory. I am a 16 almost 17 years old boy and I really like going on trips in the mountains. And in my side of the country there was a context where if you bought anything worth at least $10 from a gas station and you entered the number of your receipt, you had a chance to win something. Guess my parents got really lucky and won the big prize, a bike. I was working on my driver license and was at the right stage to drive a bike with 35 HP. That model came with that option. Now on to the story. I drove to a nice place and did what I had to do. I climbed the mountain and everything. And when I come back I see an Audi parked like really close to my bike. At first I didn't assume anything. A family gets out of the car and starts to go everywhere and take pictures and stuff. And now we meet the cast. M entitled mom, Ek entitled kid, NK nice kid, Ed entitled dad, and of course me. I was walking on a bridge looking at my phone trying to contact my parents. I look at the family because they were pretty loud and boy I choose the wrong moment to look. The kid was climbing on a concrete wall that separates the parking lot from the river that wasn't that deep. He climbs on it with his parents' phone in his hand and then I see a phone falling from his pocket in the water. His mom screeched and yelled at him. Then M yelled at Ed to go down and get the phone. When the situation calms a bit, the mom asked Ek why he wasn't paying attention, and guess what? He blamed it on me. The mom came to me and the conversation went like this: M, how dare you make my son drop his phone in the water? Me, Mom, I didn't do anything except look out of my phone, so please leave me alone. No. You are gonna pay for the damage done. Me, keeping my calm, Mom, look, I have people here that can confirm that I did nothing. M, no. At this moment she lost control. She took the phone out of my hands and threw it at the ground as hard as she could. Me, UFB, how dare you break my stuff? M, now you got what you deserve. She turned around. I picked up the phone and it had not a scratch on it. BTW, I have a Nokia 3.1. After a bit she turned around and saw that the phone was undamaged and freaks out. I try to get on my bike as quick as possible and get the F out of there. I couldn't. She threw me off the bike. Now her husband and NK came. Ek was still locked in the car. Ed, okay you punk, you can't talk like that to my wife. You caused enough damage when the phone fell in the river and now I can't find it. We are going to take your bike with us as payment. If you refuse I will call the police. I was speechless. How can one person contain so much stupidity? Me, go ahead. Call the cops. They have nothing to do. M, of course they have. You are not allowed to drive anyway. And plus you probably stole the bike. Me, no, I can drive, I have my license and this bike was one. M, well I don't give a rat's ass about that. That bike is now owned by us. Meanwhile the cops arrive PO and I tried to explain what happened when M interrupted me. M, po, this man is lying. The bike belongs to is not to him. He stole the keys from it. Po, and your side of the story? I tell what really happened and M got a warning. At the end the NK told me that he would have come to help but he knows his parents and would not want to get beaten up by his dad at home. So this was my first and hopefully not last encounter with entitled parents. Redditor, if this is in a video, thanks very much. You're welcome, you Matt 7326. EP told her child it's okay to hit a cat. Edit, fix a few grammatical errors. Also, my landlord has already responded, told me he has texted the mom. That insane BH had the nerve to say she was just protecting her kid from my cats, as if my cats were the ones attacking her. Landlord sternly told her to not do it again and to comply with the building's regulation. That I did nothing wrong basically. PFFFTTT. Just happened. I have 2 cats at home. They pretty much live indoor, but cats being cats, you cannot be telling them what to do. My cats love to sunbathe on my balcony. The kid next door keep poking my cats with IDK, some kind of stick from the side of their balcony. One time I caught her doing it and yelled for her to stop. She ran inside. So yesterday, I saw her mom hanging out laundry at their balcony. I asked her to tell her kid to stop poking my cats. She went mad, told me I am being inconsiderate because her kid is just an 8-year-old kid. She's not a bad kid. I didn't mean she's a bad kid, but children can be arsehole and I just want her to stop poking my cats. She lectured me on how animal can carry COVID-19 too and she would personally throw my cats down the building. We live on 3rd floor so she's telling me she will kill my cats, so there will be no threat to her and her daughter. I facepalmed so fucking hard and just walked into my house all mad. This afternoon, both cats ran inside hissing. I peek outside, holy cow. Both insane mom and daughter were actively trying to poke my cats through the balcony's grill. I called security to report them. The mom asked building management to evict me instead on the ground the building has no pet policy. Ha. Sorry, sucker. I know the building is pet friendly even before I moved in. Now the management has my official complaint against them harassing neighbors. Best thing is, we have the same landlord so I submitted the complaint to our landlord as well. Still waiting for the landlord's reply. Yes, my landlord did know I have cats. It's stated in the contract. Fuck these people. This lockdown is making parents realize their kids are actually the problem, not the people around them. EM aggressively suggests I hand over my Switch because I'm a university student who should be working. I've been off university for a while due to the current pandemic and elected to go home rather than isolate alone in my university's halls. As such, I've been able to save some money on petrol and decided to buy a Switch while in lockdown for something to do. Half was paid by me, the other half was paid by my twin. This saved us money as Switches, not the Lite version, are currently going for £100 more than their usual price due to high demand. Yesterday, I was sat in my front yard, with the Switch talking to my father who was cleaning his car. I offered to help but he declined so I spent half an hour keeping him company while playing Cyber Sleuth. The current lockdown rules in the UK mean that someone can only leave their house for daily exercise, shopping for essentials, or key workers needing to go to work. EM has 3 children, 2 of which were with her when they returned from their daily walk yesterday. We've always been on friendly terms with the family so she stopped and said hello before the following conversation happened. EM, is it one of those Switch things? Jacob has been nagging me for one but I can't find one anywhere that isn't fairly priced. Me, yes. It was a nightmare getting hold of this one. Chris and I had to buy it between us to save money. EM, can I buy it off you? I have £300 saved for one. You can go looking for another on eBay. Me, no. Sorry. This one cost £410 between us. I wouldn't sell it for £100 less not even a week after purchase. Plus, we do in fact want to play on it. EM, why does the extra £100 matter when you get money from the government anyway? Me, you mean my student maintenance loan that I have to live on and the further £130 I saved each week from doing part-time bar work? The Switch was bought with money from my job. Not that that should matter. I've already told you once that I'm not selling it to you. EM, you shouldn't have a Switch anyway. University students are supposed to work, not play kids games. I think it would be better if my son had the game and you started working. At this point she started moving closer to me. Me, I think it would be better if I stopped talking to you. I got up and walked towards my front door. EM looked like she was going to follow me but thought better of it when she spotted our neighbor looking through the window to see what was going on. EM glared at me for a few seconds before turning and walking away. I gave her a cheerful wave and returned to the house. Never thought I'd catch one in the wild, let alone it be a usually friendly neighbor. Children who have overprotective parents. What's that one embarrassing story from when you were younger? When I was 11 my mum used to always make me go everywhere with them. I wasn't allowed to go with friends. We would go to a shopping center where everyone would be with friends but I would be there with my mum and aunt hovering over me. I kept telling them that it's embarrassing but I would get a sorry for caring. One time a girl in my class was there with friends and I was trying to walk away from my parents because they were literally 2 feet behind, but they told me to slow down. The girl and her friends saw this and laughed, only for my aunt to say, "What are you laughing at?" Then for a week at school I had everyone talk about what my aunt said to me.